Helston High Street is a really interesting place. Like many towns up and down the country, up and down Cornwall, you see shops that have either been turned into charity shops, coffee shops, barbers. We have a plethora of those types of retail outlets, and they're responding to the marketplace. In a way, it's sad because Helston has a proud tradition from a retail point of view, and that's reflected in the architecture of the buildings. There's some fabulous architecture in Helston, in Coinage Hall Street, Monique Street. It's amazing to see that, and one can imagine how important it was in its heyday, which was as recent as the 70s or 80s. But now with the onset of online retailing, that's added a severe problem to retailers. Then with COVID, that added yet another problem. So no, Helston isn't a lost cause as far as retail goes, but it is a microcosm of how retail has to shift its views on the world. Pivot is the phrase that's used now. So retailers have to think to themselves, what is it that I can offer that's going to make people come to my shop? And unfortunately nowadays, it's not just a question of having a shop window and people shall come, because it doesn't work like that anymore. You have to, in the same way that other businesses have to market themselves, you have to give people a reason for coming. And I've got my own views on that. Personally, I think, for example, a lot of retailers might be thinking of running almost two businesses simultaneously, an online business and a bricks and mortar business, which ironically is what Amazon are now doing. They started out as an online business and are now opening bricks and mortar premises. So that's something to be taken into account. But also I think there's the thing where we have out of town developments now. We have Tesco, we have Sainsbury, we have Lidl and Aldi. So there's those opportunities for shoppers to go and buy stuff from there. And we can't wish those places away. So we have to offer something different to Tesco's and Sainsbury's. For example, if you want cheap clothes, cheap shoes, shirts or whatever, you can go to Tesco now. So it's pointless trying to sell those kind of goods in the middle of a town, I believe. But in terms of clothing, for example, I would imagine there's a good argument for saying let's have a high quality menswear or women's wear. And I know there are some women's wear shops in Monique Street that appear to be doing really well. They're selling high quality, high value products where people will come and make the journey because they're going to spend time in the shop trying them on. You're not just going to buy that kind of stuff online and hope it fits. And likewise, if I won the lottery, I'd open a menswear shop. If I want to buy nice menswear for men of a certain age, I have to travel to Truro. We should be looking at how we can make people travel from Truro to Helston and have a day of it, or at least a half day of it, where they can come for a coffee and a haircut possibly, but also do some serious shopping, spend some good money on perhaps a watch or jewellery and some nice quality clothes, and make it a total experience rather than just dash into town, pick up whatever it is and dash out of town again. So the whole meaning of the high street, of a town centre, needs to be reimagined, reimagining our high street.